Well, hey crafty friends, and happy Friday to you. Or if you're watching on replay and it's not Friday, happy whatever day of the week it might be. In this video, I thought what I would do is just show you some of the things that I've made over the last 3 years that prove that I'm completely obsessed with stuffing things. So, and it's easy, and oh my goodness, you can be so creative doing this kind of thing. So I've been organizing. My formal living room is a complete disaster. There's projects everywhere. And yeah, so I just pulled out a couple of tubs and thought I'd just show you. And I want to start first of all with Easter. Okay, this was probably the very first thing that I stuffed. Okay, and it's not very much stuffing. I did not make this fabric. I actually had it. But this is a pillow that has these funky carrots on it. And you can see that I stuffed them a little bit. So I don't know if that is where I caught my addiction of stuffing things or not. But this was a front door hanger that we made, and it's made out of canvas duck fabric from Walmart. Here's another one that we made. It's canvas duck fabric from Walmart. And in case you're wondering, I'm gonna not tell you how to make every single thing, but the basics of this idea are you choose your shape, and I chose carrots because that to me equals Easter. Okay, then you paint, you have a front and a back that you're going to stuff, but you paint using just regular craft paint the front of it, and then you can stencil, you can draw little squiggles. I mean, you can totally go crazy doing all kinds of different things. So those are some of the big carrots that I made. Here are some smaller ones. And these ones I made, I think, about the same time that I made that pillow. So it was either last year or the year before. And I did actually make this. It's canvas duck. And I made this. Do you recognize that? That's that Victorian pattern stencil, just with some ink. So those are those. And then I made this one because I was playing around with the idea of using navy blue for Easter. It was last year or the year before. Well, I'm so glad that you were able to catch me live. And then these are ones that I just recently made, maybe 2 months ago, for Easter this year to go with the big door hangers. So those are some Easter ideas. And now I'm just going to jump around, okay? Because my box is not organized. These were a couple of things that I made for fall last year. And I like to hang these on a command hook on the front door, the back door, inside of the screen door, and it's all the same thing. And just in case you're wondering, these are the pins that I've used in almost all of my projects to do all of the little lines and dots and the squiggles and the little zigzags. So this was another one that I made that was 3 separate pumpkins, and I just attached them all together. They were painted and then stenciled using ink and some stencils from Magnolia DIY, and that was really fun. So that was for fall. And here's another fall thing that we made this last year, 2021. This is a giant piece of candy corn with a bunch of fall words and your little squiggles and dots. And the front of this is just painted with craft paint. I added a little layered bow. It looked super cute hanging on my front door. So if you can just get an idea, I have a lot more here to show you, but get an idea of what represents a certain time of the year or a holiday, like pumpkins and candy corn for fall, carrots and bunnies. Oh, I forgot to show you my bunnies. and bunnies for Easter, then you can just absolutely go to town. And all of these projects I'm showing you, I do have videos on how to make them. They're all here at DiyDreaming. If you just click on the video tab and scroll back, I have everything labeled, and you can watch videos I made 3 or 4 years ago. So this was the one that I did, a little door hanger that says Happy Easter, and it has these cute little bunnies on it. Same idea. It's just canvas duck that's been stenciled. We added these little pom-pom tails. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at some Christmas stuff now. These I made 3 years ago, I think. And these ones here actually were made with painter's drop cloth, not canvas. So you can see the difference. But they're just stuffed Christmas trees that I built on top of a little wood chunk and a slice. And I stenciled them and just did different decorations on them. This is to compare what canvas duck versus painter's drop cloth looks like. They're both nice. If you have painter's drop cloth, use it. You do want to wash it several times and dry it several times to get it good and soft. Or if you have canvas duck fabric, don't wash that beforehand. Use that. So use whatever you have. And that is that stencil that I love so much from Magnolia DIY called Victorian Pattern. Okay, now I'm just going to randomly go through my bucket. This was a pillow that I made at least a year ago. It doesn't have the insert in it, but it's one of these super nice Magnolia pillow cover things. And this was a flower that I built just stuffing pieces of fabric and layering right here, denim, all blues. And I can't even remember when I did that, but it looked so cute on my couch. I'll definitely have to get it out this summer because these are kind of my summery colors. What do you guys think about that one? Okay, moving along. Here are a couple of projects that I did for Valentine's Day. This is a stuffed heart, front door hanger that I painted 3 different colors of pink, just with craft paint, and then I did this adorable little stencil with ink on it that says XOXO y'all, and I added this little bow and I put it on a beaded hanger thing. Isn't that cute? And here's another one that I made for Valentine's Day. XOXO y'all, just in red. And you guys, what I want to tell you about these projects are really, you can do absolutely whatever you want. The fabric itself, when I buy this canvas duck fabric, I usually get it, I try to get it at Walmart. It's around $6 a yard. It's nice and thick. I usually buy it in the fabric department at my Walmart, but I've also purchased it at Joann's once, and it was like $15 a yard. And I purchased it recently at Hobby Lobby, and they had 40% off. So you can get canvas duck or canvas, thick, stiff canvas, not thin muslin. You can get it anywhere that sells fabrics. And I mean, if you spent $6 a yard and you make this, you've got like $1 worth of fabric into your deal, a little bit of craft paint, a stencil, some ink, little ink for your little dots and dashes, and you can make something really cute for hardly any money at all. So maybe that's why I love making those so much. Okay, this one got crunched. It needs to not be folded when I put it back, and this one got crunched too. These were a couple things that I made for Christmas and winter, and this is the shape of like an ornament, okay? And And this one I painted white, and I did in blues and with snowflakes, and this stencil that said "Baby, it's cold outside," with these adorable little mittens. Did some little silver dots and dashes, added a fun layered bow that's all crumpled on top. That was fun. Here was one that was more strictly Christmas. Exact same idea, it's a little bit bigger, but it's an ornament shape. And it says it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. And I just used some of this decorative wire stuff as my hanger for that. I did the same thing with this one. So I know I'm going fast, but really I just want to give you guys some ideas. Susan says that she made one of the Christmas ornament things. Stuffies are what I like to call them in red. Okay, these were a couple things that I made for summer last year. I made actually quite a few, and then I gave most of them away. But this is like a big stuffed mason jar. And I used a stencil that says "Feeling Beachy," and I used the white ink pen to do all of the decoration on this. And I just attached a little silver, a little dollar, sand dollar. And this one says "Sweet Summertime," and it was a lemon theme. Isn't that cute? Let's see, what else do I have in here? Okay, these are some things that I made at Valentine's Day. These I made a long time ago. I purchased a teeny bit of a vintage chenille bedspread. And I made stuffies. I didn't decorate these other than the ribbon, but different shaped hearts. And these looked really cute in my dough bowl. So that's an idea too. And then these were some other ones that I made this year using canvas duck, a variety of stencils and some red ink. This one was a repeating pattern that said "Love, Love, Love." This one was a repeating pattern of hearts. And this one is that favorite one that I love so much called Victorian Pattern. Okay, and then these were something I made last summer. These are like little lemons. And same deal. This is that Victorian pattern. And then this was just a little polka dot stencil with some green ink. So those were super cute. And these are not your typical kind of a stuffy, but I pulled them out just to show you anyways. These are little butterflies that I made out of vintage quilts, and I stuffed them. I put some of the canvas duck fabric on the back, and these are just these little tiny spindles. And I made these. Aren't those cute? Okay, and then on my desk here, I have a couple other things to show you. This was probably one of the first things that I stuffed, that I stenciled and stuffed. And it's a large quilting hoop that has canvas duck that's got this stencil from this bee stencil. And then I did a bee and the crown on separate pieces, stuffed them. I'm just trying to make it so you can see. Stuffed them and attached them to this quilting hoop. And I have this just hanging on my wall over here. Oh, and then this is a different one. Let's see, and I have one more to show you over there. This was different. I did this one towards Thanksgiving, and I built it on this wood plaque that I picked up at Walmart. And these are supposed to be acorns. And they're the same thing, canvas duck. They look like paper bags though, but they're canvas duck fabric, you can see. And I painted them the color of acorns, and I did the decoration mostly on the caps. This is the leopard stencil. This is that polka dot stencil. And then I used my pins to do the little dots and dashes, and I used a stencil that says thankful, grateful, and blessed. And this is hanging over here all the time too. And then one more, and hopefully your creative juices are flowing big time. If you decide to make any kind of one of these stuffies or stuffed projects, I would love to see pictures. So, okay, so this is one of my all-time favorite projects ever. And it's just one of these little plaques that I got from MagnoliaDIY.com. I stenciled it with a stencil that says bloom where you're planted. And then I built these flowers, which are stuffies with little wood centers. Okay, and I added burlap leaves. And then I made this little butterfly and this little butterfly, and those are both stuffies too. And so is this one. So hopefully you're motivated. Let me tell you about getting canvas back fabric. Okay, like I said just a few minutes ago, my preferred place to get it, and when I find it, I usually buy about 4 or 5 yards of it, just because I know I'm going to blow through it, because I love doing things with it. But my preferred place to purchase it is in Walmart, in the craft section, in the fabric department. It's on a bolt. It's with the canvas ticking fabric, and it's around $6 a yard. My problem with my Walmart is that there's never anyone in the craft department or at the fabric desk. So if I am at Walmart getting groceries and there's somebody there, by golly, I'm gonna go grab a bolt of this canvas stick fabric and get some cut while I'm there. If not, if I haven't been able to get it at Walmart, and sometimes my Walmart doesn't have it in stock, then you can try Hobby Lobby. And I bought some, let me show you, because it's right here. I bought some at Hobby Lobby just a week and a half ago. And what I thought was interesting was they had 2 different colorways. So they had this one that's more white, and then they had this one that's more of an oatmeal color. So I think it's kind of nice to be able to do things with more of a white colored canvas deck. But this was like $10.99 or $12.99, something like that, and they had fabric 40% off. So the end result was that it was probably around the same price as what I normally pay at Walmart. You can also get this kind of fabric at any fabric store. I've purchased it at Joann's, where it was, I don't know, $14, $15, $16 a yard, some crazy amount, but I was desperate. So I always have this on hand, and when I feel like doing a project and I just can't decide what I want to do, I pull this out all the time. In fact, just yesterday, these are not stuffies, but they are banners. Oh, and I didn't show you my little Easter bunnies. Those are canvas stock. The Easter bunnies and the eggs. And look at the cute little tail I put on the back of them. And these are partially made with blue ticking fabric. That was, I think I did that 2 years ago at Easter. Anyways, so I made these 2 banners with vintage buttons, just using a stencil and some ink and some of this oatmeal colored canvas that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. So you can see that you can do tons of things with it, and you can get as creative as you want. My favorite thing to do is to use an all-over pattern stencil like this, and then give a nod to whatever season your craft is for by the color of ink that you use and by the shape. So obviously for summer, This was bright yellow and green. This was silver for Christmas. This was red for Valentine's Day. What else do I have out? But I think you get it. So yeah, I hope this gave you lots of ideas. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. If you would like a link, is there a pattern? No, I don't have any patterns. And I'm terrible. I couldn't create one that I could save and share. So basically what I've done, every time I've wanted like to draw a heart or to do a lemon shape, is I'll just draw it and cut it out on computer paper. And you can Google shapes and print your printouts or do coloring book shapes. Those work too. But I don't have any actual patterns for anything. And the sizes are just completely up to you. So let's review one thing and then I'll let you guys go. I want to just remind you that when you're dealing with canvas duck cloth, don't wash it. It's nice and stiff. You might want to press it a little bit, but don't wash it. You want it to stay sturdy and nice and not frayed, okay? When you're dealing with painter's drop cloth, on the other hand, it's like stiff and almost sharp. So you definitely want to wash your painter's drop cloth a couple of times on hot and then dry it a couple of times before you cut it, okay? And it still will stay pretty stiff, but you can't really work on painter's drop cloth until you wash it. So, oh, thank you, Denise, for the stars. I appreciate that. You can get almost any shape you want to download on Pinterest, is what Catherine is saying, and you're right. Do I have a video on the rabbits? Yes, I do. Okay, so to navigate to any one of my videos, and I have 4 years worth of them, probably a lot. If you just click on the videos tab here and start scrolling down, I have everything labeled. So just keep going down, 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 and until you find what you would like to watch. Alrighty. Well, hey, Miss Jennifer, I hope you're feeling better. Karen Cox says she loves the Stuffies. I do too. I have a little bit of an obsession with them, or maybe a lot. And probably this summer we'll do all kinds of fun things, from seashell shapes to sunflowers. Oh my gosh, we'll do all kinds of fun things. I love flowers, and when you can make them out of this canvas duck cloth, even better. So the bloom where you planted is on your to-do list. Yay! I do love that stencil. Okay, well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to sprinkle. Feel free to ask questions, although I just want to say that the videos are all here. And it takes me about the same amount of time to look through all of those and find something as it will for you. So if you can grab that yourself, that would be better. Tina Fritz would like to do a sunflower. Me too. I'm trying to remember, did we do a sunflower? I don't think we have yet. But, okay guys, have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.